I miss the days that I was in Korea and was able to eat Korean barbecue all the time. You know, once you live in Korea, you kind of get used to it, and at a certain moment you even get sick of it, and you just miss like the nice atmosphere of a European or an American restaurant where you can just sit down at some diner and just chill for a few hours. But God, how I would love a real Korean barbecue place right down the street.
Oh man, I've never been to Korea in all of my travels. It's one of the places that I have not managed to venture out to, and it's one of the places I most want to go see.
One day, Ben, one day. But until that moment, we're looking at TLO versus Galaxy. Both players going in with the 9 pool over here. Extractor track even being used over here by TLO on the left top side of this map. Ben, why would you think that both of them open up 9 pool on Ohana?
You know, I wish I had a really good answer for you here, Kevin, but
upgrades.
At the end of the day, they're both just trying to mind game the other guy. Galaxy saying to himself, all right, TLO's been getting this early pool, but only making 2 lings every single game. Not early pool, but 15 pool. Yeah. But only making 2 lings every single time. I'm going to punish that. And, of course, TLO's saying to himself, well, Galaxy's been going hatch first every time. I can punish that by getting an even faster spawning pool. Now, one thing that we have to look out for is, will either of these guys pull drones? Because if that's what ends up happening, we're going to see absolute chaos.
This reminds me of HeyPro versus Zinio last year on Ohana when it came down to the final drone. You remember that game?
That was an incredible.
Well, TLO is doing it, Ben. Here come the drones. I do think he leaves a couple of drones behind. He left 4 drones in the main base. He spotted the Overlord.
Oh, both players have realized what's up, and immediately both players change gears. TLO sends his drones back to work, but and Galaxy immediately expands.
I think this is smarter. I think this is much better for Galaxy right now, as TLO already pulled those drones, Ben. So he lost mining time. Now this Queen is going to try to perhaps pick up this Overlord over here. That's a sure kill, I guess. But TLO lost a lot of mining time already, Ben.
I don't know if that Overlord kill is for sure or not, Kevin. This is the VTech Overlord, much faster than the previous model. We'll see if it can make it over the edge of that cliff.
V8 Queen.
Yeah. And oh my goodness, a little bit of bad luck there for Galaxy as TLO's Lings managed to walk right around.
Yeah, that was no.
I think TLO does have more Zerglings.
TLO does have more Zerglings right now, even though Galaxy has still a couple of Lings left in his main, so I guess it evens out. That Overlord, you're right, Ben, it does survive with 12 HP. That's kind of ridiculous. If TLO picks up these 2 Lings, he's going to be the one with an Ling advantage. But of course, there's a Queen as well. So I don't think that TLO is going to be able to do a whole lot right now. This Queen is way out of position as well. That means he missed his injects. God, this is so unfortunate for TLO.
Yeah, this is an awful position.
Everything has been going wrong for him this game.
It seems like an awful position, but then if we look at the income tab, we see that Galaxy has so many fewer drones, and he's had so many fewer drones for such a long time.
Yeah, but he has a double hatch, of course.
He does. Galaxy's also mining gas. I think Galaxy's gearing up for an all-in.
Which I guess is pretty smart.
Now we see more drones.
But at least he can try to make something happen with a lot of speedlings, as TLO is probably going to try to cut a corner or 2. TLO has to realize that if this just continues, he's going to be behind economically. He missed an inject, he pulled drones in the start, his expanders later, so it's very likely that TLO is not going to have a perfect wall to defend against a bunch of speedlings.
Absolutely right, Kevin, and now we can see even the Galaxy has surpassed TLO in the one place that he was lacking. That is the drone count. 18 drones for Galaxy, 17 drones for TLO. Galaxy has stopped mining gas. He's completely committed to that mineral economy right now.
He's already producing a lot of Lings, Ben. He was 6 Lings, now 14 additional Lings in production. Galaxy is going to try to do the same thing all over again. And I have to say, Ben, it's a little uninspiring, but I definitely can't blame him for the position that he's in and the way that this game has unfolded so far.
This is a great time to try something like this, as these Lings should come before the baneling nest of TLO is ready. We'll see if he waits for another round or not. It's going to be a little bit close. Zergling count right now 28 to 14, so TLO with only half the Zerglings of his opponent. Baneling nest halfway complete. Galaxy, if you're going to do this, the clock is ticking, my friend. You have got to get going. TLO's baneling nest now 3/4 of the way complete. And it looks like Galaxy's going to wait for one more round of Lings.
TLO is going to spot it right now. The speed is ready, Ben. Immediately, these Lings are making their way over across the map. TLO immediately sacrifices the natural, at least for now, because he knows he needs to buy himself a little bit of time for Banelings. Banelings morphing. If TLO holds this would be an amazing defense.
Would love to see a spine crawler from TLO, but I don't think there's going to be any time for that. Queen's dangerously far forward on that ramp. Getting Getting pushed back a little bit. He does have energy for a single transfuse. Need to see some micro. TLO, he's got to keep that Queen alive. Banelings do come forward. Queen does fall, but Galaxy with Banelings to contend with now. It's not going to be easy. It's now a micro war, and this is one of those times where you say, wow, I love Speedlings because they can do great, annoying things. All Galaxy has to do is force TLO to make bad trades. All TLO has to do is not make those bad trades and reach a point of stability. Galaxy keeps trying to send up single lings, but TLO's done a good job thus far. He's only lost a single baneling.
And already going back to droning, having a good read on the situation. There are still so many links outside of his natural though, but he's doing a good job, man. TLO got a little bit unfortunate that the queen with which didn't have energy for transfuse was not the one that got focused as the high energy queen got focused, so he wasn't able to keep it alive. But other than that, pretty good defense by TLO.
Very good defense, Kevin. Fantastic defense even, as he is now very, very safe. If you look at the workers tab though, something that's awesome, absolutely awesome, is that Galaxy did not overcommit to his aggression. He has also returned to the droning. And we have an extremely even game. 35 drones for TLO, 33 drones for Galaxy. Galaxy's going to morph some banelings out on the map.
TLO spots it though, with his lonely baneling.
And that is very important, but what is he going to do? Oh, Galaxy actually changes his mind. Doesn't want to take the chances. TLO does get a little bit risky walking down with some banelings.
But because of this, man, he did force TLO to morph in 8 additional banelings, and that's a little bit too much. I don't think that TLO wants to have all those banelings, but he just needed that to feel safe. So great move by Galaxy once more. TLO wasting gas on those banelings right now, while with this quick lay attack, you're starting to get the feeling once more that he wants to get Mutalisk on the map, no?
It looks absolutely that way, Kevin. There is no additional tech down for either player. Both guys going up to layer, so I think we're going to see Muta versus Muta. And when you have Muta versus Muta, gas is everything. So those 8 banelings, believe it or not, could be the defining moment in this game.
Well, Infestation Pit is actually going down for Dario, while we see Galaxy going up to 3 bases. So far, man, we've been wrong. We've been wrong about everything, man.
That might be just pure brilliance by TLO, Kevin, realizing perhaps his situation. I would be very surprised if Galaxy didn't put a Spire down as soon as his layer completed. Layer is done.
There is an Overseer morphing for Dario, or actually already morphed outside of the natural of Galaxy. This could be a key Overseer. He waits a little bit longer, man. Still no tech buildings down for Galaxy, but it has to be Spire.
It really has to be. There's no upgrades anywhere else. There's the Spire. It does finally go down. But he delayed it so long. Infestation Pit already builds significantly faster than the Spire, Kevin. TLO will have Infestors out before Mutas are ever on the map.
Ooh. Galaxy going for a small run by while I was trying to take a look if TLO spotted the Spire already. Man, he just still did not see it. Of course, he has to assume it by what he's going to see, as TLO is going to try to force a cancel on this base. But Link speed wasn't ready yet. It is ready right now, though. Banelings forced to detonate on a couple of additional links, but TLO will be able to force a cancel on this base.
And that is a fantastic maneuver from TLO, a very key move. It's going to greatly delay. Yes, it is forced to cancel.
Picking up quite a few banelings as well.
Oh, wow, a little sloppiness from TLO, trading some Zerglings ineffectively. But still, buys some critical time there. Oh, don't trade banelings 4 for 2. That's not good. As Galaxy might find himself in a position to counterattack here with TLO letting this 3rd base come up. How many defensive units does TLO have back at home? Not very many. He's going to whip some banelings, and here comes Galaxy. So it's going to get exciting once again, Kevin. Spire finishing up. Pathogen Glands is done. 5 Infestors about to pop for TLO. That is so key.
I was about to mention, man, 5 fungals against a group of links seems like paradise to me. I don't think that TLO is all that much to worry about. I don't think Galaxy is aware of the infestation. Actually, he is. He's going to spot it right now with the Overseer. And he might have spotted it before.
Oh, man, banelings blowing up Zerglings and banelings together. And Galaxy is really taxing TLO's micro right now. Good job, TLO, keeping those Infestors alive. That 3rd base is up, but oh, man, it's so close. TLO even committing to dropping some infested Terrans. That is dangerous with 10 Mutas on the way, Kevin. TLO now has only 2 Fungals. That is not enough to deal with these Muta numbers, certainly not with any sort of micro.
It's going to be 3 now as he has 1 additional.
Big run by up into the main base, Kevin. Galaxy continuing with the aggression, manages to get inside, kills 1 Queen. 2nd Queen's going to be targeted. That's going to take out a lot of TLO's anti-air. 2nd Queen does fall. Drones going down as well, and if TLO fungals here, he's going to be absolutely Oh, Fungal does go down. He has 2 Fungals for all these mutas. No, I take it back, 3 Fungals for all these mutas, but there are now 10 Mutalisks on the map making their way across. Spore Crawlers just now starting.
We have 4 queens on the map though, 4 TLO, and a couple of them have quite a bit of energy. Mutas were making their way across over to this 3rd base from TLO, but now instead changed their mind and they're going for the main, but 3 more infestors are about to spawn. TLO could potentially land the greatest fungals and just win him the game.
All about the micro right now. Does Galaxy allow these mutas to clump? Does he split them up? Does he bait fungals? Does he do any damage, or does TLO manage to hold once again? Here they are in the main base. They are completely grouped up, and he's got to be so careful to dodge these infestors. He will, of course, get out of there before TLO can make any sort of defense.
But the best thing for Galaxy during all this, man, while TLO was so busy dealing with Rombais, preparing for Mutalisk and whatnot, is that Galaxy just droned up again once more. He rebuilt his 3rd base, and he's up to 70 drones right now.
Fantastic economic situation for Galaxy, who's also up 35 supply. Just an amazing advantage for Galaxy, and you really ask yourself, where did it all come from? Kevin, he killed 19 drones. It didn't even look like he killed that many drones, but in all that chaos, 19 workers fell, some queens fell, some infestors fell, and a lot of Zerglings fell in bad exchanges. Resources lost really tells an important story, is 1,000 extra resources lost on TLO's side.
And you have to feel that Galaxy pretty much mined more throughout the entire game, so that means a lot, of course.
Yes, it does, as mutas will once more try to find an opening. I love this. Single muta flies in first, and Galaxy says, all right, well, there are infestors there. I do not want to make a big commitment. I'm just going to back off and secure more map control. Even
going to get the roach upgrade advantage already, but quite a few roaches making their way across the map right now. We have 22 roaches, and all there is for TLO right now is 10 infestors and 3 banelings. He is producing quite a few roaches right now on his own, 7-8 roaches in production, but look at the production tab. Galaxy, where do you get it from? I have no idea.
Phenomenal.
17 more.
Phenomenal transitioning, beautiful macro. Here we go, roaches making their way up into the natural. TLO just so slow to react, losing all of his infestors, dropping only 2 fungals there. This is not something that TLO is going to be able to recover from, Kevin. Even if he kills every one of these roaches, Galaxy just has too much economy behind this attack. Mutas at the same time still flying around the 3rd base. More roaches streaming in, and what fantastic play from Galaxy.
Wow. Galaxy really made the difference mid to mid-late game in this game. I have no idea how he even did it. TLO fungling a couple of burrowed roaches, but meanwhile these roaches are dealing a lot of economical damage. Man, it seems like Galaxy just suddenly had an insane amount of units, and he just droned up on really crazy moments. Really superb play by the Korean Zerg. I'm kind of blown away, man.
Fantastically done, and I think just his game sense and the way that he made those switches from Zergling baneling into Muta, into Roach, while keeping up with the upgrades and that economy, keeping that economy in a strong position as well, really made that game just unbelievable play from Galaxy.
How important do you think that Zergling run by was? Because it really felt that's where it all spiraled out of control.
It was crippling, man. 2 queens down, cut off all mining in the main base, and there were a lot of drones killed. More than 20 drones killed throughout the entire game. That run by might have killed 10 by itself. Just a huge maneuver from Galaxy.
It always seemed like Galaxy was doing a couple of right things, but never really like, oh, well, if this is over, then he's going to be so far ahead. But suddenly, he's up to 70 workers. TLO is still cruising around 55, trying to stabilize over 3 bases. And I'm just thinking right now, if I was TLO and I was playing that game, I would feel like I was doing a reasonable job at holding off all the aggression and trying to keep things together, not fall apart. And I actually felt he was doing a reasonable job. And then you look at the other side, and there are already 20 roaches, 20 more are in production. +2 is on the way. He's getting his own infestors, and he never lost his Mutalisk. That's just really crazy play.
Any given Sunday, man. 1 inch at a time. All those inches, they add up to winning. Galaxy played a fantastic game there. That last game brought to you guys by GoToMyPC. Remote access to your PC from anywhere on the planet. We are running a special promotional offer for anybody interested in picking up that awesome piece of software. NASL.tv/P/GoToMyPC. Please go visit that little page and check them out today. Our next match, Naniwa versus Cloud, should be a very exciting game. I don't know who's going to come out on top, but I am going to shamelessly cheer for Carlo, my good buddy, because I just...
It's basically an all-Italian encounter, as Naniwa has some Italian roots as well. Did you know that?
You know, I had heard that, but I didn't know that there was any truth to that.
His last name, Lucchesi. Or Lucchesi, I don't know how to
Who's
pronounce.
more Italian, Cloud or
Cloud,
Nani?
of course. Nobody's more Italian than Cloud, man.
Cloud's very proud of that.
Even though
Italian
he's
heritage.
like, Cloud is also becoming a little bit of German since he's been living in Germany for so long.
Don't let him hear you say that.
No,
man.
he will. He likes Germany. He really loves Germany. He lives in, well, outside of Cologne, lives in Krefeld, close to Dennis T. Galen, the man behind the show matches this weekend. Anyway, Ben, small commercial break, and then TVP coming up. It's going to be fun, so don't go anywhere.